Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm with my Mini Cooper again, and we're actually going to be fitting a new steering wheel to this one. Now the reason why I've wanted to do this is definitely a function over form kind of thing for me. It's not something that I just kind of pick up because it looks cool. It's actually got a purpose. Now as you can see, I sit so far forwards. This is my actual driving position in the car, and basically when I'm turning into an apex or something, literally most of the time I'll end up doing about 180 degree, and it's just the steering wheel is too big for me to physically get the kind of degrees that I need. So I've gone and bought myself off a friend an OMP 330mm Targa steering wheel. It's full Alcantara, red stitching all the way around, so it basically matches the one I've got already. Yeah, so today's job is going to be fitting a new one of these, and should be pretty simple. The hardest part is going to be getting that airbag off because it's really fiddly. But other than that, it should be pretty simple, fingers crossed. So yeah, let's make a start on getting this old airbag off then. First thing first, got to disconnect the battery. So I'm going to take the positive side off. Put that right down and out the way. Yeah, so the battery's now disconnected, so let's go and get the airbag off. Now first things first, got to get this airbag off so I can get access to the steering column to undo that bolt there. This is a real pain. I'm going to try and get this off first, and then I'll show you the mechanism and what you need to do so you guys can understand what it is you're looking for, because there's like a little spring clip inside here. There's two either side, and basically you just need to put this in through the hole at the back and then unclip it. So the hole for that is here. So this is the R53 steering wheel. So I've got a hole here and a hole there. So literally using a flathead screwdriver, I don't know if this one's going to be long enough, but you just have to basically put that through and then push it in, kind of forward. You'll sort of find it, and then that'll essentially just pop off that side, and then same again, pop off that side there, and then this should just come off. So this is going to take me a few goes to get it, so we're just going to cut to the actual bit where the airbag is off. Actually, it didn't take me too long, but I did manage to find it in the end, which is surprising because I thought it was going to be a lot longer. That's the pin off of that one. Right, so that's that side off. That side needs a bit more. Aha! Aha! Beautiful. Right, so that is airbag now released. So let me just unclip all of this. My airbag resistors, they just clip it out. Like so. She says confidently. Where's that gone? Right, okay, so there for the airbags. You've got two there. We don't need that, that can just go up there. Right, now what I'm going to show you is, because it makes it so much easier if you see what you're trying to look for. So with this, so if I can sort of show you what it is that you're basically looking for. So you've got these two clips here, and the way to describe them is they're a bit like safety pins where you have to pinch them together for it to come off. It's basically like that. So when you put the screwdriver through the hole there, you got to go behind this plate. This screwdriver's a bit too small for this, to be honest. But so basically when you're pushing it, you're pushing that spring off, and it's just releasing on both sides. So that's that side. The left side, for some reason, is just so much easier. The spring isn't as difficult. It's so much easier that side. So yeah, so that's all you're basically doing. So, which is why we say it's easier to use a flathead and turn it sort of horizontally so that you can push into there. But anyway, that is that part off. That's the hard part. The rest of it is really easy. For the next job, basically all I need to do is I need to take the bolt out of the steering column. We're also going to need to take off this bolt here because I need the horn, and that just is clipped on like so. So I need the horn attachment, which will come out of there easily. We should do relatively simple to get that out. So I need that one. I need to unscrew this as well. So let me just get my trusty toolkit and get those bits unscrewed. These are all my airbag wires. That's my horn wire, but obviously we need to get the earth cable off of here. Oh, that's so big! Why is that? What's that? It's a T20. Oh my god, it's going to be smaller. Right, let me get a smaller one. Alright, so T20 is way too big. What we got? What's this one? Torx 15. Oh, it's still too big. Okay. T10. Right, Torx 10 it is. Okay, so you're going to want the Torx 10 on that. So we've got Torx 10. Just to take that little screw out. It's a really simple screw. Like so. So that's my earth cable. Just unbolted there. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that screw basically just back in, because I'm not going to need that and I don't want to lose it, so that can just go. Just go back in the car. Right, next job, I need to get the bolt off of the steering column. Let's undo this one. That's my 17mm for the steering column bolt. Let's just put that there for a minute. Okay, and then this will literally just come off like so. Bring the cables through the back, and yeah, so that's all my cables that I'm still going to need, so we can put that aside. I've got my Boss kit, so that's an OMP Boss kit specific for a Mini Cooper. I'm not an auto electrician by any way, shape or form. I'm just giving this a go. So basically, what I found out the other day was that this has got a slot at the back for those cables to feed through, but when that's fitted on, obviously that earth cable is way too short to fit to the horn, which is somewhere. I'll put the horn. Probably end up turning the car into a shed. Where's my box? There it is. Right, so basically, I need to make that earth cable longer to be able to fit onto this horn, which is obviously going to be the end of the Boss. But that cable is tiny, so I had to buy a bit of extra earthing cable. I've got some connectors, so I'm just going to change the connector on that to this, put a bit of tape on it, connect that like so to each end. So let me just time lapse this and get this all fitted on. Cut that. So goodbye old connector. And I'm going to put this new connector on. Before I do that, I've got to strip the wire back. Just slightly. Right, that should be plenty for this. Give it a twist. Doesn't fray. Beautiful. BEA, beautiful. This wire is so tiny. It's such a fiddly little wire. That is on pretty tight. Right. So I've now got a new spade connector fitted onto this, which is pretty simple. Don't need that anymore. That should connect on like so. But before I do anything, actually no, I do need to fit that, don't I? Okay, aha! So now we have a nice, tidy spade connector onto my new earthing cable. But before I do anything, I opened this box up the other day, upside down. It was just, I was not happy. It's nice and tight. I'm just put a bit of electrical tape over that so I've got no exposed wires. Nobody ever seems to put the wired in horn part in, and that's like the most important part. So people just kind of end up guessing, well, what am I supposed to do with this horn cable? I hope you guys got a bit of an idea now. Because essentially every car is pretty much the exact same, there's no actual difference. Right, so there's a bit of electrical cable on there, which I'm pretty happy with. Okay, where's my boss kit? There it is. Nice and simple. I'm going to feed these all through the back. And another thing I will mention as well, because I'm probably going to forget. This car previously had an OMP steering wheel fitted on it before. So you just have to trim down that little, it'll be like a big white spike. If you're doing a Mini Cooper anyway, I don't know about other cars, but for this one, it's a selector for the indicator. So when you turn the wheel, that will automatically turn your indicator off when the wheel goes back straight. So you have to just trim that down. It will still work, provided you don't totally trim it off, it will still work. It still works on mine, and that's been trimmed off for the last couple of years now. But yeah, just remember you got to do that. Otherwise, if not, you're going to have to drill a hole into the back of the boss kit to make a room for it. So you've kind of got two options there if you don't want to do that. Oh, it's been so fiddly. Please go home. In here, there's a tiny little spline on the steering column just to basically center this in the right way. So obviously that says top. Obviously they can't put the top in that bolt hole because you're just going to drill through it. So that's why the top is slightly on an angle. Although as long as that bolt hole is pretty much straight, that should be how it is. So I'm just going to got my wires fed through now. Obviously got a nice long earth cable for the horn. That's for the horn. They're the resistors for the airbags. I've got to put my resistors in next now. I was going to put the bolt back in just to stop it from wobbling all over the place. Next part is the fun part, the resistors. So I always did like a lot of research on this to try and find out which ones. Obviously I know it's a 3.9 resistor. And I bought two different lots. These are dirt cheap. They're like £5 or if that. I think about £2.50 actually. They're so cheap. So I've got this style, or I've got this style, which is actually a fused set. And I'm actually going to try this one. So it's an SRS airbag resistor. And the reason why you need these is that it just completes the circuit and it stops triggering the airbag light. And they look pretty cool. I mean, nice and fused as well, so they're closed. They come with like two little cable ties. So essentially, they should just open that up. Don't need that for now. So you do need two of these. So you just plug those in. That literally just plugs in like so. And to make it nice and tidy, I'm going to try and see if I can cable tie that down somewhere maybe. I've got two resistors in. My horn wires are in. It looks relatively tidy. I don't want to put like loads of tape on it all, but as long as it's all, nothing's going to move, that's the main thing. Ah, this is the fun part now. This is like the moment of truth. Let's give this a go. Not to lose these bolts. It's the fun part. It's that one. I'm just going to kind of like screw these in for now, just so it's in. We're almost there. Almost. And I do apologise about the wind as well. It is, as always, every time I go and do a vlog, it's just naff weather. Not been blessed with any nice weather lately. Okay. Just tighten them down. Beautiful. Oh, that feels so much nicer already. I love it. Okay, last but not least, this is the bit that I was racking my brain about last time. Now, orange. So Ollie from Orange Performance has been kind enough to post me out a red button, as before it was actually a yellow gel coat and it just looked so out of place on a red steering wheel with a yellow OMP sticker. So he's been kind enough to send me out a red sticker. Now this part, I actually need to look at the instructions for that one, because I've got a negative and a positive on the horn. I want to make sure I'm actually plugging it into the right one. So which one's which? Where was it? It's all in Italian. I can't actually read it. I'm just going to guess by the photos. So let's picture it as if it was like that. Right. Like that. Just trying to work out from the diagram. Okay, so that's got that. We'll give it a go, soon find out. Okay, so that one's the positive, which is this one. So fits on like a glove. And then the second one, my earthing cable. So that's now my horn wired up. So that's the positive, that was the original mini connection. So that literally just slips on. That's the new connector, the MOMO OMP Sparco earth cable connector that I bought separately. So that fits onto the negative side, that's the positive side. And that should just go pretty much in. And then that should just, with all these in there, my resistors. Okay, so that is new steering wheel fitted. That is all nice and tight. All my connectors, horn is here. Now for the moment of truth to see whether it actually starts up, it works, and it doesn't trigger the immobilizer. So let's give it a go. Right, so I'm going to go and do an essential shopping trip to, I've got to make sure the new steering wheel is actually straight for a start, which is always handy. And yeah, so I actually need to go get some stuff anyway. I've got to cook some dinner tonight. I'm going to head to the shops. I'm going to take this instead. Might as well make use of it and test out the wheel whilst I'm at it. But we are in, and already that just feels so much nicer already, and it's just so nice and compact, which is the main thing. I love that. The steering wheel is just tiny. It's so small. Figured getting in and out of the car is a hell of a lot easier with a smaller steering wheel. And I haven't had to drop the steering wheel down actually. I've got the steering wheel set quite high. I normally have to drop the steering wheel a lot lower. So no, pretty chuffed with this. Alright, here is my good old trusty friend Sainsbury's. Shopping on my milk for tomorrow, which is the main thing, because having no milk for a cup of tea in the morning is just absolutely criminal. I don't know how people function without tea or coffee in the morning, because I certainly can't. Right, back in the old harnesses again. This is why you just can't, anyone who dailies in seats, in bucket seats and harnesses, like I did it for about 4 months and I was like, nah, that's it, I'm getting a daily car, I've had enough of this already. Right, let's get this back home then, without hopefully taking the front bumper off somewhere, because, oh my word, that is really low. Oh my word. I'm just gonna end up with no front bumper, to be honest. Come on, let me go. Come on, let me go, let me go. Oh. Thank you, sir. Let me go. Yeah, I'm really, really chuffed with my new purchase. New steering wheel. Just makes life so much easier getting in and out of the car. It's got a nice feel to it. It just feels nice and connected as well. Like, it's just so predictable too. I just got to adjust maybe the settings on it, maybe just a little bit. I just want to adjust the fixture on it. It's nice and straight, but it's just that relocation indicator. I just need to fiddle with that a bit. Yeah, just drive like sweet as. But I drive on this nice little bit windy road to test it out. Yeah, that's nice, that is. It's insane, like it's crazy how just, you know, just a couple of millimeters, but it makes such a big difference in the actual overall feel of the car and the, so you know, the driver's side of things. It's a really nice feel to it. Definitely feels a little bit more race car, that's for sure. That is pretty much my video all done. So OMP steering wheel is fitted. I'm really, really happy with it, and I still have a working horn, which is brilliant, because I was a bit worried that extra earthing wire wasn't going to work, but it did. So I have a nicely fitted earthing wire. Yeah, in terms of the fitting itself is relatively simple. Obviously, make sure you've got the right resistors, etc. I've got a code reader that I can delete lights anyway, which is really, really handy. But again, thank you guys for watching. You know the deal. If you haven't already, do like the video, share, subscribe. You know how it goes. And I'll catch you guys really, really soon. So see you again.